Happy Monday, everyone, and it's time for a new vlog on the greatest game ever. Oh, yes, indeedy. Old school RuneScape, or let alone RuneScape in general, is the greatest game ever. So if you enjoyed today's episode, definitely smash the like button, entirely free. And if you want to see more content from me, definitely make sure to subscribe to the channel. Monday through Saturday videos will be here. Live streams will be popping very soon. Oh my friggin', come on, what the frig, man? Let's go. You know, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be finishing my range loot tab at Frost Dragons. I'm doing 1 week of range at Frost Dragons to see how much money I can make, GP. And that's going to be over this Wednesday. Then I'm going to be doing 1 week of Mage. I've already done 2 weeks of Melee, made some decent amount of GP. But, like, doing range, it's not bad. If anything, it could be a little quicker than doing Melee. But the crappy thing about it is that these friggin' dragons, they squirm and they freeze me, man. Otherwise, in my past vlog that I uploaded on, I think it was Saturday, I ended up getting some dragon metal sheets, which was epic. So I do have some video recording luck, I will definitely say that. But okay, so stay tuned for definitely more content around Frost Dragons relatively soon, let alone GP. But otherwise, yeah, if you want to click the subscribe button, you will not be bored with the amount of RuneScape loving content pretty much dropping. Tomorrow, I know I've been saying this for the last couple days now, I'm putting together a pretty much a comment video. So if you do leave comments on this YouTube channel, I'm going to be putting together a bunch of comments from you all and really reacting to them. I just been a little bit preoccupied with other stuff. I haven't been able to really put together all the comments, but I will be doing that tonight. So stay tuned for that for Taco Tuesday's video tomorrow. Tomorrow uploading a new video on my main channel too. And let's get into today's topic, which is around, well, GP money-making method, or I should say, money-making, desires. How the, yep, there we go. Okay. Unfrozen. So I made this video, and I made several others like them, called my RuneScape Dream Gear List. Posted this video 13 years ago, hard to imagine, August 14th, 2012, also a special DayZ video if you actually go to this video. This was around the time when RuneScape started to really fall off a cliff because Evolution of Combat on RuneScape 2 was introduced as a beta, and pretty much RuneScape lost its mind, and about 66% of people legitimately, like, threw in the towel. It was a very, very sad, very sad pivotal day for the RuneScape community as a whole. Now, Dream Gear items are something that may be very cheesy-deasy to actually have on this game. Whenever I post videos like this, pretty much I do get a lot of people saying, oh, I don't really understand it. It seems like it's very cheesy to actually, like, go ahead and have, like, a dream gear list pretty much for, like, a video game, right? Well, RuneScape is a very unique video game where it's pretty much a all-in-one shop. Kind of like a Walmart in a way, where you go into Walmart, you can buy groceries, you can buy a friggin' Christmas tree, you can buy electronics, you can buy iPhones, you can buy laptops, you can buy, it's a all-in-one shop. You can buy clothes, you can eat some nasty Subway. Please don't eat nasty Subways. I used to eat Subway a lot. Make your homemade subs with very much more real meats. There's a lot of scrutiny around Subway. I really don't want to dive into it, but I used to be a big fan, and now I'm just really not. I'd rather very much make my homemade clean subs, if anything. So anyways, RuneScape really is whether it's RuneScape 3 or even old school RuneScape, RuneScape as a whole is really choose your own destiny and choose your own pathway to really play this game. And a lot of people really forget that, which makes people like myself and many, many others really ahead of the mother... You know, this fucking dragon, man, I'm actually going to be glad not to do range anymore. I think mage is going to be a lot better. Actually, it probably won't be. A lot of people are telling me to telegrab, but I really don't want to telegrab. I mean, I guess that's what a lot of people do, telegrab the loot. But then again, I prefer to kind of AFK a little bit. Anyways, Dream Gear items on this game, it's essentially you creating a list of items that you want to buy over a period of time. That period of time could be months, it could be years, it could be maybe a season. A lot of people play this game seasonally, i.e. primarily maybe during the summer or special events. So therefore, if you want to pretty much buy a certain amount of items during a time period, it might be deemed as cheesy, but ultimately it's just having goals on the game. And one real big goal on old school RuneScape really is around like third age items for me. Obviously, I have all the third age items in the sense of armor. I do not have the third age weaponry, a third age longsword. This is very much still a dream gear item for me. It's actually kind of nice that it's somewhat going down a little bit to Chinatown, but how much will it go down to Chinatown? That is the overall big question here. If it's going to remain, well, in the billions. Knowing my luck, I'm probably going to end up buying one, and then it's probably just going to end up crashing. It's, so third age weapons on old school RuneScape definitely is one for me that would be a dream, like a dream gear item, essentially. What can also be another dream gear item besides third age weapons? Well, believe it or not, I would love to own one of these little doodads. Oh yes, I really would. Torva, baby. I would really love to own Torva on old school RuneScape. Because one, it is, well, I mean, it is a, how do I put this very lightly? It is the armor to end all armors. Lord of the Rings reference here. I gotta actually rewatch Lord of the Rings. I would really love to own some Torva, especially when I'm going to be diving into very much doing high-level Slayer bosses. So I think having Torva is just going to significantly very much help me dominate in the, well, in the slayering of Slayer bosses, right? The only thing about Torva is that, to be honest, this one kind of flew over my head a little bit. I don't believe, hold on one second. Torva helmet, hold on, I just got to go ahead and confirm this. You know, I've covered RuneScape, I don't believe it does, hold on, okay, old school RuneScape Torva does degrade. I was like 85% sure that it does degrade on old school RuneScape. Okay, so it does degrade pretty much 15 hours of combat. This is actually not, like, terrible if you really want to think about it. Sure, yeah, 15 hours of combat. So it does degrade on old school RuneScape, but once again, you're not going to be using Torva to be doing, like, low-level, like, Slayer tasks. That would be pretty much, kind of like a waste of, GP in a way. You're going to be doing Torva on very high-level PVM. Very much for raids, very much for Slayer bosses, and, well, if I want to go to, let's say, Bandos, with some pimped out Torva armor and maybe a scythe, then that is the time to pretty much have like full Torva, right? So Torva is definitely up there as one of my dream gear items. Obviously, I've already gotten the, I'm going to butcher this word. I said this in a previous video and I read some comments. It was pretty funny. Masori. It kind of sounds like I'm Guido. I am Guido as fuck. So it kind of sounds like something on a like Sicilian pizza in a way, right? Masori. Masori. Yeah, let's go ahead and roll with it. Masori. So the Masori armor, it does not degrade. Obviously Masori, Masori, hold on, I gotta pull this up on the wiki. Come on here. Masori armor, does degrade. Unfortified, fortified is what I have. So yes. So I ended up spending a significant amount of more GP for the undegradable. Yeah, this was actually pretty pricey. Very, very, very pricey here. Cost me, I think, like total like 300 and something mil. But I mean, overall, it was certainly worth it for the entire set here. Masori body. Yep, Masori body. So something like this is a great investment. And because it does not degrade anymore, I can actually go ahead and use this pretty much like wherever. Hold on one second. I gotta type one more thing. Just gotta double check. Okay, so I did just type into AI if there's any works or talks about Torva armor being never degradable, because obviously Torva armor is very different than the Sicilian pizza armor, Masori. Very much different, but I will say, even though that Torva does degrade, it doesn't bother me in a way. Old school RuneScape level magic armor. Now, as for the magic armor, pretty much level 80. So the thing about magic armor, Virtus robes, probably going to maybe pick up Virtus robes, pretty much for doing mage at Frost Dragons. I've already spent like a lot of GP pretty much on like gear and stuff. I will be selling this Dragon Hunter crossbow because I did buy it just for the 1 week at Frost Dragons, and I think I pretty much lost like 1 mil because it went down in value, which kind of sucks a little monkey nuts here. But I did make a lot of money in the last week by doing Frost Dragons, I will say that. So the thing about Dream Gear items on Old School RuneScape for me is that I have a lot of GP. I'm sitting on like close to maybe 800 mil worth of GP. Obviously not enough to buy a chaotic longsword. Or did I say just chaotic longsword? I mean a third age longsword. It does look like the chaotic longsword on RS2, which is one of the reasons why I want to very much badly buy it. Obviously I can't buy friggin' Torva. Oh, excuse me. But I can definitely be a money-making machine, especially this loot tab. This past month, I have made a lot of money at Frost Dragons. And I'm going to be making a lot of money by doing 99 rune crafting. And also, I'm still doing birdhouse runs. I ended up posting on social media. If you ever want to follow me on X or Facebook, Nightmare RH on X or Facebook, link is down below. I did post that I ended up making over like, I think it was like 400k for one birdhouse run, which takes 2 minutes, which is crazy. So I do birdhouse runs. I'm going to be doing Slayer, which is going to be a money-making machine. And I mean, overall, like, just a lot of people say, how do you stay consistent with your goals on this game? Well, it's pretty much just like anything you do in life. stay consistent. Or first of all, I should say, step one is have goals. If you don't have goals, you can't stay consistent because you don't know what the freaking goals are. Have goals on this game, stay consistent, and just work for them. I have a goal of having, well, one, having a maxed old school RuneScape account, which I'm going to have, if not this year, early next year. Secondly, I have items in mind that I do want to save for. Water cheers. And lastly, I do consistent things that make my bank value go up in price. Now, does doing 1 month of Frost Dragons, does that help me max on old school RuneScape? No. But does it help me achieve my Dream Gear items? It does, significantly. So, it doesn't really help, the account get to a max cape, but it also indirectly helps the Dream Gear item goal. And then, when I get the account to a max cape, it does also help the overall Dream Gear item goal in the sense as well, also help the account goal. So, have item goals and also account goals. You can't go wrong. Like I said, Dream Gear items on this game may seem very cheesy-deasy, but it is a significant, easy way to stay motivated to the game and to also very much continue to just have fun as well. I think that pretty much wraps up today's episode here. If you enjoyed today's video, definitely smash a like, subscribe, entirely free here. Stay tuned for future content and live streams, and I will see you all on the next one. And let me know what are some of your RuneScape Dream Gear items that you have currently. Like I said, mine is a little wonky. Obviously, a Third Age longsword is nothing more than a cosmetic weapon, but it looks cool, and I just want to have one. All right, see you all later. Bye.